again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ricky Williams, 28 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down throw, McNabb. Now he's forced out left. And now he'll let this one, and got his man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. McNabb to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now McNabb. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's McNabb. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Gold is able to put it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be pop.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. Touchdown, Washington. Ricky Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put them in the driver's seat. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Ertz has it left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Madden Elites are in for 6. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on down Jaws on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Shazier in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Welcome back now to Denver as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Gold is able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through. Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you? And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for. Vic readies to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step. There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's taken down in...